Good morning, troops. Today we are stepping into the world of a legend, Lieutenant Colonel Robert Blair, Paddy Mayne, a man whose courage and leadership changed the course of modern warfare. You might recognise his name from the hit TV series SAS Rogue Heroes, where he is portrayed as a fierce, uncompromising warrior with a rebellious spirit. But let me be absolutely clear, Paddy Mayne wasn't just a fictional character brought to life for television. He was a real-life hero, a co-founder of the SAS and one of the most decorated soldiers of World War II. This man wasn't just part of history, he made it. Through daring raids behind enemy lines, relentless sabotage missions and fearless leadership, Mayne helped shape the SAS into the elite fighting force we know today. His story is one of grit, determination and extraordinary heroism. So let's dive into the true story of a man who embodies the very spirit of Who Dares Wins. Born in Newtownards, Northern Ireland in January 1915, Paddy Mayne grew up in a large, hard-working family. Known for his towering frame and natural athletic ability, he excelled in rugby and even played for the Irish national team and the British Irish Lions. His intense personality made him both admired and at times controversial. Mayne was initially on track for a career as a solicitor after enrolling at Queen's University Belfast. But when the Second World War broke out, he traded his ambitions for a law career to fight for his country. His decision marked the beginning of an extraordinary military journey. At the start of war, Mayne joined the Royal Ulster Rifles before volunteering for No. 11 Scottish Commandos. His reputation for bravery and fearlessness under fire quickly grew during the Litani River operation in Lebanon. Mayne displayed exceptional combat skills and decisiveness that would soon catch the attention of Major David Sterling. Sterling was assembling a unit unlike any other, a group trained to conduct high-risk operations deep behind enemy lines. This was the birth of the Special Air Service, the SAS. Sterling knew that Mayne's unbreakable will and combat prowess made him perfect for the job. Together, Sterling and Mayne co-founded what would become one of the most elite military units in the world. The SAS was a bold experiment at the time, but with men like Mayne leading the charge, it quickly became a lethal force in the fight against the Axis powers. The Desert Campaign. It was in the unforgiving deserts of North Africa that Paddy Mayne truly made his mark. Leading daring raids on enemy airfields, he and his men destroyed dozens of German and Italian aircraft, crippling the Axis supply lines and morale. One of the most famous missions saw him personally destroy over 24 enemy planes by planting explosives under heavy fire. Mayne's daring earned him his first Distinguished Service Order, the DSO, for extraordinary leadership and bravery. But it wasn't just raw strength that defined him. Mayne was a brilliant tactician who could outthink and outmaneuver even the most prepared enemy forces. The SAS' new strategy of lightning-fast raids using heavily armed jeeps became a hallmark of Mayne's leadership. His relentless pursuit of success, often deep into enemy territory, turned the tide of the war in the desert. For his continued acts of bravery, he was awarded a bar to his DSO, an incredibly rare honour. European operations. After North Africa, the SAS shifted the operations to Italy, France and the rest of occupied Europe. Paddy Mayne led the countless missions deep behind enemy lines, working alongside resistant fighters to disrupt German operations. These missions included blowing up railways, ambushing convoys and coordinating sabotage missions that crippled the enemy's ability to respond to Allied advances. One of Mayne's most dangerous missions saw him leading a small team into German-occupied France to destroy vital communication lines. His fearless leadership and ability to inspire his men to fight against overwhelming odds earned him a second bar to his DSO, making him one of the most highly decorated soldiers of the entire war. Mayne's men followed him not just because he was their commander, but because he always led from the front. He believed in never asking troops to do something he wasn't willing to do himself. His men admired his fierce loyalty and fairness, even as he demanded nothing short of perfection. In early 1945, during operations in Germany, Mayne once again displayed extraordinary heroism. He led daring missions to rescue Allied prisoners of war and destroyed critical German infrastructure. For this, he was awarded a 4th DSO. Despite these honours, many argued that he deserved a Victoria Cross for his actions, a debate that continues to this day. After the war, Mayne returned to Northern Ireland. Like many combat veterans, he struggled to adapt to civilian life. The adrenaline of wartime missions was replaced by a quieter, often an unfulfilling existence. Mayne briefly returned to legal work and took up writing, but life never quite held the same for purpose for him. Tragically, in 1955, at just 40 years old, Mayne was killed in a car accident. Mayne's legacy endures. The tactics he helped pioneer remain central to SAS operations today. His 4 DSOs are a testament to his unparalleled bravery and leadership. Despite the absence of a Victoria Cross, he remains one of the most decorated soldiers in British military history. Monuments and tributes across the world honour his contributions, and his story continues to inspire soldiers and civilians alike. Paddy Mayne embodied the spirit of the SAS. Who dares wins. Thank you for watching this second story that we have put out on Combat Ready HQ. Hopefully Paddy Mayne and his story has inspired you to push boundaries and strive for excellence, and show you sometimes you just need to aim a little bit higher. And if you do enjoy these stories, then please do comment below. It's always great hearing your feedback. Do let us know as well on who you'd like us to sort of talk about next and get their story out there. All of your comments are muchly appreciated, and I do try and read and reply, or at least like as many of them as possible. I do receive thousands of them, but I do try and read all of them if I possibly can. So thank you very much. If you do want to continue to support the channel, then please like, share and subscribe and comment below. But also you can become a channel member. Shout out to Corin and Dave, our most recent channel members. And you can head over to combatreadyhq.co.uk to check out some of our great tasting coffee and some of our gear to keep you going in the toughest of times. Also, if you want some of the best supplements on the market, then head over to Combat Fuel, use code CH15 to get 15% off. Once again, please do comment with who you'd like to hear about next and any other future videos that you would like us to put out. Once again, thank you very much, and I'll see you soon.